Stellar Blade has a lawsuit on its hands, as
Yeah.
it is Stellar Blade versus Stellar Space Blade, as we're going to go to IGN for this story, as a Louisiana company sues PlayStation and Shift Up over the name. Now, I'm going to, oh, there it is right there. There it is right there. So this is interesting for me in particular, because we have side scrollers with a space in the middle of it. Side space scrollers versus side scrollers, one word. Let's see what happens here. Stellar Blade, the company, is seeking damages and an injunction against the PlayStation exclusive. So we'll just kind of go through the story as is and check it out. It says Stellar Blade developers Shift Up and publisher Sony are being sued over Stellar Blade. The plaintiff, a Louisiana-based film production company called Stellar Blade, is alleging trademark infringement and claiming its business is being damaged by Shift Up's use of the name. The complaint, which has been viewed by IGN, was filed in a Louisiana court earlier this month by Stellar Blade LLC and owner Griffith Chambers Mahaffey against Shift Up, Sony, and an unnamed insurance company that the plaintiff claims covers Sony Interactive Entertainment with liability insurance against the very allegations Stellar Blade is
Interesting
bringing.
that they would know that. Kind of gives away their game a little.
I agree. That is very odd. It says in the lawsuit, Stellar Blade and Mahaffey claim that what is going on with my website? What is going on with this right there? This is upside down. It's dancing. It's close. There we go. In the lawsuit, dancing.
My ears.
There we go. I blame the boogie.
The boogie. That's right. Blame it on the boogie. Good for you.
Yep.
In the lawsuit, Stellar Blade and Mahaffey claim that the Louisiana company has existed since 2010, providing multimedia entertainment services such as film, documentary, commercial, and music video production services. The lawsuit alleges that Mahaffey has owned StellarBlade.com since 2006 and has been using it in conjunction with his work since 2011. Mahaffey notes that when Shift Up first announced the game, it was under the title Project Eve back in 2019. It was revealed in 2021 at a PlayStation showcase under the same name. However, the name was changed to Stellar Blade in 2022 not long after in January 2023, Shift Up first registered Stellar Blade as a video game related trademark. Mahaffey registered his own trademark for Stellar Blade in June of 2023.
June of 2020. Oh man,
Okay.
This smells like the bathroom of an Indian food restaurant. This is no good.
Yeah, like the more you read this, like yeesh. Mahaffey then registered his own trademark Stellar Blade in June of 2023, then sent a cease and desist letter to Shift Up a month later. Mahaffey claims that while previously his customers were able to find information about his business easily, now people searching for Stellar Blade's work on the internet only find Stellar Blade, the video game. Additionally, he's alleging the trademarks for his own business are confusingly similar, citing the color schemes and both logos as stylized S's. I'm sorry,
homie. What year in the mid 90s is that logo from? You're using papyrus font? Papyrus font?
It looks like something from like Prince of Persia.
So
it looks like something that would be on like a GeoCities blog, like back in '99.
Wow, this is. People talk about the grift, man. This is a grift, 100%. And the idea of like having a stylized S. Oh, they're similar because they have a stylized S. Like, show me a company that doesn't have stylized S's. Man, let's go and get them beans. Let's go with this with the nice style, nice personalized ad from me over here. Get them beans.
You going shopping, bro?
Let's go.
Oh my God, IGN is like 99% ad.
No joke, man. They've made about $6 from me reading this thing right now. It's ridiculous. Mahaffey's request for relief included asking Shift Up and Sony be prevented from using Stellar Blade or any other name similar to it, as well as asking they hand over all materials in their possession with Stellar Blade on them so Mahaffey and Stellar Blade can destroy them. Additionally, Mahaffey has asked to be paid for damages and attorney fees. IGN has reached out for PlayStation for comment. The lawyer sent the following to IGN. Mr. Mahaffey registered the stellarblade.com domain in 2006 and has used the Stellarblade name for his business for nearly 15 years. Given this long-standing in public use, it's difficult to imagine that Shift Up and Sony were unaware that Mr. Mahaffey's established rights before adopting their identical trademark. Okay.
I'm sure they were just roving the internet looking for obscure film production companies that have never made anything.
Right. In Louisiana, of all things, right?
Right.
We believe in fair competition, but when larger companies disregard the established rights of smaller businesses, it's our responsibility to stand up and protect our brand. The defendant's far superior resources have effectively monopolized online search results for Stellarblade, pushing Mr. Mahaffey's long-established business into digital obscurity and threatening the livelihood he's built over more than a decade. Stellarblade's long. Okay, so there you go. Wow.
I mean, honestly, if you remember when Iron Maiden, this is like the douchiest move that band ever did. When Iron Maiden sued the developers of Ion Maiden and won, and it wound up being called, what did it wind up being called? I forget what the half-ass title was that they went with, but they got rid of the name Ion Maiden, right? They changed the title of the game. If that wound up going through, there is a Ion Fury, thank you, Chad. There is a possibility this could actually go through, because look, if the domain was registered in 2006, he has a claim, even if it's a retarded one. The sketchy part is he doesn't register a trademark until 4 months or whatever after Stellarblade gets registered as a trademark. I don't know about that one.
Now, I just perused stellarblade.com, and I'm not going to show it because this guy has done something really dumb, and he has kept his contact information on this website.
Oh, wow.
Which I strongly suggest he removes immediately. Both email and phone number and location. So that is a horrible idea. And this is a situation where I could see, look, it only takes one, right? It only takes one numbskull to be like, they're attacking Stellarblade, right? And Stellarblade has been a hot button topic when it comes to, you know, the culture aspect of everything, and it's seen a lot of success. I could see somebody doing something really dumb in a situation like this, and actually going in and trying to harass this dude, you know. And look, does this case have any standing in it? It's not for me to say. It sounds like it's pretty stupid on the surface.
Yeah, the timeline is what gets me.
Mm-hmm.
He has some semi-valid claims. Like, I'm sure nobody looking for his production company, none of them,
right,
would be able to find his production company because of how popular the game is. I'm sure. Like, if I'm wearing a Shadow shirt, every time I look up the Shadow, what pops up? Shadow the damn Hedgehog.
Right.
Brand confusion is a real thing on search engines, but you know, that's algorithmic. Is that Sony's fault? Not really. But the timeline of the trademarks is honestly, that's what gives this bullshit away, dude.
Well, I think what will most likely happen in this situation is it will either be dismissed entirely, or there'll be some sort of make it go away, and they'll pay them $100K or whatever it is. And it's, you know, Sony has so much money in their war chest ready to hand out in a situation like this. Oh, there's a frivolous lawsuit. Okay, pay him $100,000, make him go away. Right.
Right. It'll probably be settled.
Right.
If he's got any claim at all.
Yeah. It's funny because back in the day, you know, we had Screw Attack, and Screw Attack was always one word, Screw Attack, one similar word, whereas the power up in Super Metroid or Metroid is 2 words, right? So people are like, how do you get away with it? I was like, well, Screw Attack is 1 word, and Screw Space Attack is a power up in Metroid, right?
I learned this after I did my book series, right? It's called Night Vale, 1 word. Apparently there's a podcast, something Night Vale, 2 words. Right. I got that kind of, but I found out about that after I came out with them. But I don't think anyone would have any grounds for a lawsuit.
No, but and even with side scrollers, right? The term side scrollers, we use 2 words, side space scrollers when we talk about it.
Right.
Whereas like the original podcast was 1 word, right? Just to make sure we're clear, different branding and all that stuff. So, But it'll be interesting to see kind of what happens with this, man. I think it'll probably go away pretty quick, and Sony will be like, "Ah, thank you, get out of here," and we'll kind of go. But you know, whenever there's some success, there's always someone who comes out of the woodwork and says, "Hey, what's going on? Give me some money. Money, please."